all them teams you played with, I mean, Fergie built teams with him, didn't he? And he built different sides, and there was always academy players coming up. They were playing their position. So for me, when you haven't got a left back, I think Fergie would have put a kid in there, and you'd be able to cover him up because you're expecting, the experience what is around them. But you always had a playing identity, didn't you?
Yeah.
You knew that the identity was Man United's identity. There were certain characteristics that had to be Man United. What were they? I mean, it was width for sure. Width
with Becks and Giggs here.
Yeah.
You've got Keeney and Scholesy in there too. Unbelievable. Keeney would sit or Keeney would bomb on. They could both do jobs off each other. Yeah. Whether Keeney's sitting or Scholesy's sitting, they both work together. The back four very rarely changed. But every time you would go out to play, the manager would say, "Go and entertain." Mm. These people have worked all week to come and work their socks off. Yeah. You go out there and you entertain them. And there's times we come in and we might have won the game 2-0, 3-0. He'll come in and absolutely rip our heads off. Yeah. That's not Manchester United. That's not the way we do it. We go out and we entertain. And you can come in and getting beat 2-0. Well done today, lads. You could never ever second guess him.
How much does the boss feel now watching that?
But the different characters, Tim.
Yeah.
Different characters.
But he's sitting there and he's having to watch that.
No, I know. I'm sitting there and having to watch it.
Yeah.
But the different characters, I said it last night to Big Pete. You look at leaders on the pitch.
Yeah.
You looked at United back in the 90s, even in the 2000s, early 2000s, the amount of people that would actually rip other people's heads off.
Yeah.
We did it when we was at Blackburn.
Yeah.
If you made a mistake, I'd be onto him. If I made it, it'd be onto me. But I don't see that in this team. But I see it in other teams. And I don't know why it is. Are they timid? Do they not? Because at the end of the day, you're all teammates. You all put your arms around each other and say, "Hey, well done, brilliant. We've got the 3 points."
Comes from there.
Yeah.
And I don't mean the Glazers.
No.
I mean there. I mean football people. I mean the manager. The manager has to install that. I've worked with managers.
Yeah, but how do you install it?
Yeah, but
how do you install it if you haven't got it in you?
But they must have it in them. Like if Fergie, because Fergie's personality, he wanted you guys to share his personality. Mm-hmm. And if you have to give bad news to someone, you've got to give it to them.
Yeah.
But don't take it personally. We're all in this job just for a...
Don't take it personally.
We're all in the job to want the same result, and that's to win the football match and win trophies. I don't see that anymore. And I've worked with managers down as a player, and they say, no, we don't dig each other out. We don't do this. I was like, what? Why? Why is that not? When does that become fashionable? Sometimes someone needs to be told. Because when you say well done to him, it means a lot more. But as the game has changed.
And one of the problems for Manchester United is what you guys are talking about is that Sir Alex Ferguson's legacy and the legacy of the teams that he created and the success can't be matched. So until it's almost like if someone could draw a line in the sand and say that's all forgotten now, you can crack on with Man United for the rest of eternity. But you're always being judged against that. Ten Hag didn't have a bad season last season, did he? He won a trophy. No. Did all right, got into the Champions League. So suddenly you're thinking, but he's got there's no kind of credit.
Slowly but surely he's turning it around with the discipline in the squad. Turning up late. Be 10 minutes early, be 5 minutes early. Don't be a minute late. Don't be 30 seconds late. The bus has left. Those things are changing in the club that other people don't see.
So they could, but before that, they could. That discipline had lapsed.
They weren't bothered. Turn up 5 minutes late in a meeting. Happened under Ten Hag. The first thing he did was, right, you're out, off you pop.
That's mad that was happening. You think even if just any workplace,
but it's a respect thing.
But Fergie set them standards, and them boys policed it. He didn't have to do it.
No.
So when you get a young kid coming in the squad and he wants to get off the bus with his phone in his hand and the headphones on and the woolly hat, they used to say, take that off. We're going to work now. You pull your tie up, you get your blazers smart, and we walk off the bus. That's how Man United was. That is the standards. If you're looking after yourself off the pitch, you will look after you and conduct yourself properly on the pitch. And that's not there no more.
It's interesting as well when you work in any walk of life, when you work for a boss who's a stickler, full discipline. When he goes, some people breathe a sigh of relief. And you wonder if the club just breathed a bit of a sigh of relief when Sir Alex Ferguson wasn't there anymore. It was also like, we can do more.
Well, he ruled the club. But he knew everybody. He knew that was a well-oiled machine. And then David Moyes came in. He changed the backroom staff a little bit. Not really knowing how big the club was. Not really knowing how the club ran. And then Mourinho comes in. And then Van Gaal comes in. Then Rangnick comes in. And as it's coming in, it's going down again. You know, people, as I say, people turning up late. The respect thing. But I think Ten Hag's trying to get it back up there, and he is slowly but surely getting it up there.